Addictions! For God's sakes, Team Fortress 2. Very rarely do I play over 100 hours of any video game. The few turnouts from the top of my head are Minecraft, Terraria, Animal Crossing New Leaf, and Team Fortress 2. To think that these are just the ones that are recorded? Yeah. So school's back up now, at least for me, writing at this time, and probably for the ones across the states and ponds by the time this video is released. So, we're all back in our classes. So yeah, Team Fortress 2 is a great game. I tend to enjoy shooters to an extent, but I never get obsessed with them. I wonder why. Oh, it's Valve. But if we go into detail, what makes Team Fortress 2 so good? Perhaps it's the weapons, the map. Our topic is classes. Blah blah blah, my opinion. Blah blah blah, you don't have to agree. Let me just say that I don't hate any TF2 classes at all. They are all just great, charming characters with their potential perfectly realized by Valve. I just personally like some more than others. I'd love to discuss your favorite classes in the comments below. Let's get this list started. I admit, Sniper's at the bottom of this list. Listen! I'm sorry! Sniper is my least favorite. No, oh, I got it. Sniper is the class that is the least amazingly awesome-tacular. Yeah, that's more fitting. Is that good enough? I think it... Sniper plays the cozy camper role in the game. Getting people's faces when using this class isn't a very sensible option. The Sniper, well, snipes. You don't do that close range normally. Being an experienced hunter, the Sniper uses his professional skills in the field of battle. The Sniper's usable weapons are a mixed bag. The rifles are great. They bring different strategies to the Sniper's playstyle that all have different pros and cons, so you definitely find something to enjoy. However, the other weapons aren't anything special. For the secondaries and melees, there really isn't anything very interesting or creative. Sniper's personality is rather unique among the rest of the murder-crazy psychos in the group. Sniper is, for the most part, a normal dude. He has parent issues, making him much more believable, and he just seems to be a kind and amiable guy. The Sniper is also a prime example of how to do his character based on a stereotype correctly. He's more than just a wildlife hunter. He doesn't think only about dingoes and crocs and other generic Australian features. But they do use the humor in these stereotypes to a positive effect. Dude's got a little pocket for his childhood toy, Little Bruce the Koala. So yeah, as I said, the Sniper is a great class. Being at the bottom signifies imperfection. Sniper is a very situational class. If the team or the map sucks, Mr. Mundy can't do that much. I also personally don't enjoy sniping too much. Yeah, it's really satisfying getting a headshot and all, but the chances are that there are other snipers about who will get you before you get them because everyone and their mother plays this class religiously. I mean, damn. Isn't 4 snipers a bit too far? To wrap it all up, keep your standards.
Be polite. Be efficient. Have a plan to kill everyone you meet.
Pyro is one of the most dangerous classes in TF2. Being the master spy check himself. Wait, him? Is the Pyro a boy or a girl? He has a manly voice, but what about that pose? Maybe the Pyro's a robot. How about an alien? Ooh, I know. He's linked to Half-Life 3. So as I said earlier, the Pyro is a dangerous threat to all other classes. Not only that fire damage is really effective with his great flamethrowers, the Pyro's secondaries, and especially his melee weapons, are also very good. Want another reason the Pyro kicks booties? Afterburn. If his spewing fire touches you at all, you'll burn for a bit. For 10 seconds. If that was spewed by any flamethrower other than the degreaser, over time it will deal 60 damage. For the degreaser, 40. The catch? Well, your weapon switches greatly increase, so go get a free crit from that fire, why don't you? Pyro is insane, no questions. All he cares about is the death of others and the horrendous pain and torture he inflicts on others. If only we got to see what inhuman thoughts that lie behind that mask. What dreams of chronic and sustained cruelty.
Do you believe in magic? In a young girl's heart, how the music can free her whenever it starts, and it's magic. If the music is moving, it makes you feel happy like an old-time movie. I'll tell you about the magic and it'll free your soul, but it's like trying to tell a stranger about rock and roll.
The only reason that Pyro isn't any higher is the lack of any real personality. It's intentional, yes, but it just makes him a bit less interesting due to the intentional conflicting hints. Oh boy, the Hoovy. The minigun wielder, the sandwich-eating Heavy himself. How delightfully flawed you are. Heavy is slow, like, really slow. Well, I guess you kinda expected that. His class name is Heavy, after all. But what makes the Heavy shine is his minigun. The best gradual damage weapon in the game. No questions asked. Oh yeah, Heavy is also Russian. Alright, but yeah, Valve knows of Heavy's potential. They use it. A lot. Being the only class to get 2 Meet the Videos, Heavy is Valve's little pet. Wait, no, he was. Anyone notice how not forced Heavy was in expiration date? That was a good call. Heavy is your usual dunderhead klutz of the group. His stupidly thick accent only helps him sound hilarious while calling people babies.
Little man, I have squashed you like bug. I have planned for you. More pain. Do I smell soiled baby diaper? Uh-oh, I think someone soiled diaper.
Thanks to his stellar minigun, that damn HP count, Heavy's a human dank and often the center of the team. When a medic starts to heal you, the other classes will come nearby and everyone gets a share of the murder. Except the Heavy. He gets a crap ton of kills. It may take him really long to get anywhere, and that annoyance is why he isn't higher, but the gloves of running urgently exist and can help. But it really can get aggravating. When you see scouts whoosh past you, it's common to be jealous. And may I say everyone goes for the Heavy? When you play as a silly dunderhead, everyone, I repeat, everyone goes for you. Even stormtroopers can hit this guy because of his size. The assassin classes aren't going to help either. When the pieces are set right, the medic is Ubering, the Heavy can turn the tide of battle. He's basically a necessity for any situation, especially maps with control points. Oh, and need I mention his defensive capabilities? Since moving around is much less important in defensive play, the Heavy's a perfect human sentry gun. One of the scariest things in TF2 is a bloodthirsty Heavy ready to play look for his sandwiches. Oh yeah, the Heavy is also a great class to play for strategic elements, but I assume most people play as him just for the sake of hearing him speak. Almost all the TF2 classes are hilariously funny, but it's never been the main character trait, except for the Heavy. Dude's the comic relief. Just give a murder-crazy Patrick Star a minigun with ammo worth more than your house, and you got the Heavy. You're done. Every group of bloodthirsty mercenaries needs the one obsessed with explosions. Usually seen chugging and scrumpy, the Demoman makes a nice hobby out of blowing the other team sky high. If there is one class that is useful in every situation, it would have to be Mr. DeGroot here. His grenades can go where other options can't, the sticky bomb launcher is a joy to camp with. But yeah, the Demoman demolishes. Offensive? Oh, here I'll just attack the enemies by shooting grenades over. Defensive? I'll sticky bomb the point in the doorway surrounding it. We'll be fine. That's the magic about the Demoman. He's useful in pretty much any situation. And if you want to take a break with your demolition play toys, you can go Demonite. Oh, Demonite. I kind of noticed that Valve focuses more on adding new Demonite items over the new Demoman items. We get swords and shields all the time, but we never really get any new Boom Boom toys. Maybe Valve knows that the stock is already too good and making more would just be wasting time. Yeah, that's probably it. I am genius. Demoman brings the most satisfaction among killing enemies. You can chop a head off or two, blast your enemies into a pile of gross, or exploit physics to caber some unaware sniper. Speaking of which, the sticky jumper. If you tell me you do not have the biggest smile when using this tool, you are lying. Whee! In terms of character, Demoman has a lot to see. Dude's a black, Scottish, scrumpy, chugging, treasure-looting, fur-wearing explosion specialist. I've seen some crazy characters, but what? During battle, Demoman is always drunk. Why does he play well even when he's wasted? I don't know. Do I care? No. Demoman is one of the hardest classes to master. Playing as him takes a ton of strategic aiming, cover, and timing. Because of this, Demoman isn't a very inviting class. However, when you adapt, you will have fun with him forever. With Demoman's wide-ranging usability, there's always something new to master. The only reason he's not higher is simple. I just plainly like the others more.
Oh, they're going to have to glue you back together in hell!
The soldier is your typical army general character. He has a strict honor code, he never leaves a man but there are only two things soldier loves. America and the vicious murder of the opposite team. First thing, America. Dude can't be described very well as patriotic. He's more xenophobic.
Scotland is not a real country. You are an Englishman with a dress. Go play your pinko chess game with the devil, commie. You just got dominated, Oktoberfest. You kids today don't know how to dominate. I will send my condolences to your kangaroo wife. Oh ho ho ho, you're dominated.
I've heard some cool domination quotes from this game, but damn. I'm gonna get some hypothermia. Besides that, Soldier fits many stereotypes of American locals. He's extremely arrogant, solves every problem with violence, and just never really takes anything seriously. Oh yeah, he can also fly. Speaking of which, Soldier's a bit of a dummy. If his personality isn't enough, dude shoots rockets at himself to fly because logic is for the weak. But it helps the game. Soldier has a crap ton of fun weapons. I'm not saying his weapons all change the focus of his playstyle, but there is some good variety, especially with his secondaries. In terms of overall playstyle, the Soldier is pretty much unanimously accepted as the easiest class to learn. But it doesn't end there. Even with the simple idea of his gameplay, Soldier is still one of the most useful, dangerous, and overall effective classes. And I'm not referring only to the Masters. That's how simple yet effective he is. He's easy to learn but hard to master. I love classes like that. With his rockets, sometimes the Soldier can kill the classes with less HP in one hit. That's pretty impressive. Even though Pyro can make quick work of him with some skill, secondary weapons do exist. Dude even has a fun backstory. He wasn't accepted into the military at all during World War II, but he still went to Germany and killed a crap ton of Nazis. Then he was awarded plenty of medals that he made himself. Quite the ego, huh? The Scout is one of the most fun classes to play. Why? He's fast. Like, pretty friggin' fast. Like, Sonic the Hedgehog, but on a caffeine rush. Seriously, dude treats Shoto like a drug. He's addicted to it. Scout's gameplay factor is unique from the other classes. The Heavy is powerful thanks to his minigun. The Soldier's simple but effective rocket launcher makes him so useful. The Scout needs no weapon to dominate. His weapons are okay. They do good damage from short range. Nothing great. Where Scout shines is his... That's right, Boston Bonker Boy here is fast. Being the youngest of 8 brothers in Boston of all places, Scout had to learn how to survive his fellow dog siblings. So, he learned to run, all the time. Scout's speed is what makes him such a threat. Playing as more of a hit-and-run pest than a burly heavy hitter, Scout's personality and accent fit his role to a T.
You just got freaking dominated, Knucklehead. Alright, let's do this. It's starting to bore me how much you suck. Drink it in, pal. That's how failure tastes. And next time, try 2 eyes. Here's a schematic for you. My ass! $400,000 to fire that gun, huh? Yeah, money well spent. Repeat after me. I'm dead. That fancy scope of yours? I bet you got a real good view of me killing you. Hey, look, you shapeshifted into a dead guy.
Usually I'd hate this guy, but he's just really entertaining. The Scout is also special considering he was the first class I ever played, which actually isn't that great in hindsight considering how hard he is. When playing Scout, you have to get used to not killing everyone in sight. Hit and run. Hit and run. Be sure to learn that. But be aware, it's much more fun than it sounds. Much more fun. Scout is in general just a fun class. Whether you're talking about his personality, gameplay, or hats, Scout just brings a feeling of fun and enjoyment to the game. He just feels like that guy in your class who acts like a pretentious waste for the fun of it. But he's so weak. No big, he's too fast to get hit anyway. Useless. Yeah, not like he's worth 2 players on control points and cards.
I am the Scout here. This map ain't big enough for the 2 of us.
First entry in the top 3 is probably the most popular choice for number 1 on these lists. The medic. Being the healing support class of the group, a good medic is always in the front lines healing the team and making sure everyone is fine. Speaking of, the medic is just as useful in every situation as Demoman. Wait, no, he's even more useful. Team has a heavy tank that keeps dying, we need a medic. Need a well-placed sentry? Medic is Uber. Team dominating and murdering the enemies viciously? Just change some kill assists. Do deserve some points anyway. His weapons aren't hindering reliability either. So many great options. Just when Uber can change the tide of battle. Oh whoops, didn't explain the Uber. After killing enough for 1 life, your Uber charge meter fills up. If you're using the stock minigun, you get temporarily invincibility. Damn! This makes him a great Hovey buddy, and the game shows that. Along with another class that will be in the top 2, just 1 medic can change the whole game. And I like that. The medic is not only a great role in the team, he's also a phenomenal character. Being a supporter of the Hippocratic Oath, the medic is a kind, honorable man who cares much for the sick and dying know. Dude's kinda screwed up. He grew by the time with the Hippocratic Oath, he's more of a Hippocratic option. Dude even lost his medical license. That's not screwed up in any way. Oh yeah, Dr. Crazy here also seems to like experimenting with his patient's body parts. He's kind of a bit off compared to the others. I love it. The medic is also a ton of fun. Being the guy who literally holds the team together is an incredibly satisfying feeling. Especially the fact that everyone depends on you. It sounds like it's pressuring, but it really isn't. Just don't piss them off. Skeletons are pretty important. The problem with these kind of lists is the fact that once I show you number 2, you'll know number 1. But, it has to be done. Ladies and gentlemen, the creator of pure evil. The Engineer. The Engineer comes from Texas in the good old USA. He's a soft-spoken, buddy kind of guy. It's a nice breath of fresh air you usually don't see. The Sniper may be a nice dude, but the Engineer is kind of gentle. Well, as gentle as a mercenary can get.
I wish y'all could see how bad I'm kicking your tail. Drunk on the battlefield ain't no way to be, son. Never mind the bullets. How much all these coffins costing you? Guess they didn't teach you to duck in doctor school. You must be a doctor, 'cause you just saw the extent of my patience. Didn't your mama teach you not to play with matches? Aw, now you don't look like a happy camper.
He goes by his own rules. Shooting by hand is overrated. Engineer builds stuff to do it for him. Then he can just sit down, relax, and grab a beer. The Engineer's buildings collectively make him the most useful class in the game. Yes, even more than the Medic. More than Demo. The Teleport is a great asset for offensive teams as it cuts down seconds to get back in the heat of battle. It's even good for defensive teams when no points have been captured yet. The Dispenser restores health and ammo to teammates. Do I really need to say anything? It's the center of mini bases, but those mini bases need protection. NG's shotgun doesn't do much damage, so what should we do? Oh yeah! Satan made an invention to help. Behold, the Antichrist, the sentry gun. This! Make the bad memories go away. The sentry gun is an auto-fire turret gun built by the Engineer, and it is pure evil for the other team. One well-placed sentry can very well spell victory for your team. It's not like NG is boring or anything. Personally, I have a crap ton of fun building for my team, helping them advance forward, and getting in fights with threats to your buildings. But there's a problem. Engineer is a frustrating class at times. People destroy your amazing nest and you often just lose hope and switch to another class, which I can agree is a bit of a buzzkill. However, when you have a good team with other NGs, playing as the hard-headed genius becomes so much more fun. Just remember to give NG some respect, guys. He's probably your greatest asset. Well, worst to best lists are a ton of fun. It's the best of both worlds. However, the bad part is that everyone knows number 1 before it's shown. So unless you know jack about TF2, you're probably accepting number 1 or plotting my death. We started this list with an assassin. Let's end it with an assassin.
Big problem.
Well, here he is, the number 1 TF2 class and number 1 screwed up devil. This spy has so much personality, so much gameplay possibility, it's amazing. This cold-blooded killer has a ton of scary options up his non-wrinkled sleeve. Don't you hate when someone breaks your stuff? Well, you'd probably hate the spy's sapper. With the sapper in his hand, the spy has the ability to sap the energy of an engineer's buildings. This makes the spy one of the most useful classes. With his disguise kit, he can kill the engineer and then sap all his buildings without anyone batting an eye. I don't think the spy is very useless, and he can hide himself in ways other than the evil kit. With the Invisawatch, the spy is literally able to turn invisible. Well, while it is for a limited time, you can't attack in this state. The Invisawatch is an extremely deadly asset for the spy. I don't think any elaboration is necessary. And finally, the knife. Being the sneaky cheapo of the group, some label the spy as a backstabber. Literally. Good lord. The backstab. There's some killing methods that are really satisfying in TF2, such as the headshot, but none are nearly as satisfying as the backstab. This tiny knife is a one-hit kill, as long as it's from the back, of course. And boy, does it kill. This way of battle makes TF2 a game of constant danger, as spies are always looking about. Maybe there's a spy near you right now. Right behind you, maybe. Nah, I'm just joking. Unless you're playing TF2 while watching this video. The spy's personality fits his playstyle to a T. Dude's a screwed up, stabby ladies man. He seems to enjoy killing his enemies. In fact, he is quite the jerk while doing it.
I've merely finished what your liver started. Did I throw a wrench into your plans? What's the matter? Fat got your tongue? I'm looking at your x-ray, and I'm afraid you suck! Burn in hell, you mumbling abomination! Here lies Scout. He ran fast and died a virgin.
Dang, this dude. This dude also has a great Meet the Video, along with him being a surprisingly good team player. And all of these make him my personal favorite Team Fortress 2 class. Please, don't kill me.